Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports. We are on location and there is senior night for St. Louis Park High School, and they are having a great year at 17-8. And there is our first senior, and that is number 1, Keyshawn Howard with his parents. There's the other senior, Adam Bauer, number 4. His nickname on court is Bauer, according to the literature we've been given here. I'm Robert Christensen, and we are here on location for the final home game for St. Louis Park. Glad you're with us as we now are introducing number 15 for St. Louis Park. Look at those smiles, such proud parents. It really is a special night for their family. That's Jacob Houts, number 15. His nickname on court, Jay Hoots, shooting guard. Look at mom there. They're so happy. It's really, really cool. All right, number 21, that is Anthony Oden's nickname on court, Tony. And it looks like he's got his brothers there with him. You can tell the family resemblance. There's Dad. My goodness. Beautiful family there. Now we have Anthony Ray, number 45, nickname on court, Big Ant. Looks like he has his sisters and a brother there with him and his mom. Look at the joy on their faces. It's really cool. They're going to be graduating later this year. And a nice round of applause all around, standing up over on the far side. Just taking it in. Senior year in high school, always a great year no matter what. Really fun. All right, so we've taken care of senior night, and now let's get to the real deal here. And we're going to take a break. Come on back for the beginning of the game, Kennedy and St. Louis Park.
My name is Carly. I'm 15 years old and I am a heart recipient. I got my first heart transplant when I was 1.5 years old. I got my second heart when I was 13. When I get my driver's license, of course I'm going to say yes to be an organ donor. I've been saved twice, so who says I can't save somebody else?
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports. We are on location tonight at St. Louis Park High School, and we are bringing you senior night for boys varsity basketball featuring the St. Louis Park Orioles against the Bloomington Kennedy Eagles. And now we have the starting lineups for the visiting Eagles. That is number 3, Tyler Klinger. And now being introduced, one of the seniors we honored earlier, that is Keyshawn Howard, the 5'8" point guard. He's got a little wrist injury on the left hand, but he's making the start, and also starting for the Eagles. That is Amrion Haspard, 6-foot sophomore, senior guard, tucking in his shirt there. Now, number 4, another senior, Adam Bauer, 6'1", senior guard. Big night here for St. Louis Park, and they are having a heck of a season, 17-8. Now being introduced, number 23, Terrell Barber, 6'2", senior guard. And a little confusion on the bench. Now coming out, number 21. They're doing the seniors first, so I think they usually do it in a different order, but that's Anthony Oden, 6'3", senior forward. Now for the Eagles, number 33, that is Laronte Mormont, 6'10", senior. My goodness, 6'10". St. Louis Park, they only beat them by 6 points on February 5th. As we look at number 15 being introduced, that is Jacob Houts, 6'1", senior. St. Louis Park has their work cut out, even though the Kennedy Eagles are only 6-17. Their records are basically flipped, but I expect a big game here on a snowy night in St. Louis Park, and there is number 45 giving the double bicep pose, Anthony Rayson, 6'7", senior. That is going to be the matchup tonight. Rayson, 6'7", versus Mormont, 6'10". glad you're with us. It's going to be a great game tonight with those two guys at the center. Referees coming out. Few last comments on the bench there for the St. Louis Park coaches. That is Dave Breitenbucher giving a few last moments. We look at the crowd, and we have a great crowd here at senior night. A lot of parents there in the crowd, a little nervous energy as the Eagles come out first onto the floor. And taking the tip for the Eagles again will be Laurente Mormont, 6'10" senior, 6'7" for St. Louis Park. Race on. A lot of points scored in their game one, 80-74. And we are about to get underway. St. Louis Park wants to get a good seed in the section playoffs, and they want to get a win here on senior night. And off the tip, Rayson controls it. Over to Houts, number 15, and now with the ball, that is Keyshawn Howard. Over to the left side to Houts. Down to Rayson, going against Mormonti. Oh, and he blocks it right at the bat, and ball out of bounds, and a nice defensive stop there right off the bat for Kennedy. If you're a Kennedy fan, you gotta be feeling encouraged there. All right, with the ball, number 1 for Kennedy. That is Eric Dumm, 6'2" junior. Now to the left side, over to number 11. That is Amarion Hospard, the 6-foot sophomore, and a big three-point shot there by number 11, Hospard. And they are off to a great start, a great stop, and a three-point shot. It's Houts. Tries to answer with his own three, and he does. And if you're just joining us, if that is indication of how this game is going to go, and already a quick timeout taken by Kennedy coach. He is not happy, raising his hands, upset with his team, and a timeout here, just 1 minute into the match. And there we look at Houts. What a nice looking shot by the senior, number 15. And let's take a look at Kennedy here. Not sure what the coach there was upset with as we look at the nice three-point shot. Boy, shooting that from the hip, a la Pistol Pete Maravich, was Amarion Hanspard, Hanpard. Hope I'm pronouncing that right for his sake. And now out of bounds after the early timeout here, tied at 3. All right, now throwing it in a full, okay, yep, full. I see, yeah, so that was the reason for the timeout, is that he had no one to throw the pass to, and I can see why the coach was upset early on, and kind of a big-time miscue. Really a smart timeout, getting his team on board there. Now another three-point shot by Hanspard, off the back of the rim, rebound, and a foul on Kennedy. First foul of the game. That goes against number 3, Tevon Klinger. As we look at the replay, his shot, Hanspard, and boy, that was, I don't know. I mean, there was some contact there, but it didn't look blatant for a call there, but that goes for St. Louis Park. Little home court advantage, perhaps. Houts now over to the left side, down quickly, nice defense there by number 33, Mormont. Fronting the defensive player right there. That is great defense right there. You cannot coach it any better than that. Okay, now St. Louis Park still with the possession here, tied at 3. Wow, great ball movement by St. Louis Park. This team, I think, has designs on going forward. Another great defense by Kennedy. Right there, 2 great defensive stops by the Eagles. And they are not intimidated. They only have 6 wins against 18 losses. But off to a good start here on senior night in St. Louis Park. All right, into the front court now to the right side. That is number 23, Terrell Barber. Now back over to Hanspard. And number 3, Klinger, and he makes the 3. So all 3s here. So far, 6-3, St. Louis Park down by 3. Into the front court, the point guard for St. Louis Park, that's Dumbs. And Houts now with the 3, and he makes it. You know, there's been discussion in the league and in the papers that the three-point shot is starting to dominate the league here, and it does take away from other play. You wonder if they shouldn't bring that three-point arc out a little bit here. It's been around since the early 80s in high school. Driving there, and a nice defense, knocking the ball away nicely there was number 21, for St. Louis Park. And we got a jump ball call on the other end. 21, of course, is Anthony Odens, another senior. Great defense. And a turnover. Tied here at 6. If we look at the replay, Houts now with 2 for 2 from three-point land. Boy, when you got a hot shooter, you want to keep giving him the ball. Let's see if they do that. Now into the front court. No full court press that time by the Orioles. Now, number 50 for the Eagles. That's Coffee Glepke, 6'3" senior for the Eagles. Ball rotation to Hansbard. He nails another one just inside the three-point arc. And now the Eagles have an 8-6 lead here. Quickly into the front court. Houts now drives the baseline. Gets stopped, pulls up, and great defense there by the Eagles. Now, as they bring the ball up, that is number 3, Klinger. Klinger on the left side. This isn't a MASH episode either. All right, nice half hook shot there by Coffee Gebelke. God, I'm sorry, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing his name right. It's G-B-K-E-K-L-E. Belke. All right, now baseline, nice pass. Three-point shot rims out by Dumbs. Grayson with the pass by St. Louis Park, the 6'7", really showing some versatility there. Out of bounds to St. Louis Park, and they find themselves down 4. This is going to be a great game, folks, if you're just joining us. I can feel it, and based on their last scores, Grayson makes the nice left-handed hook inside the paint. And now the full court press, man-to-man full court press, I should tell you. Now into the front court and the double team, and oh, he just got it away. He got really lucky and they got the 2 points there. Great job there by number 3, Tyvon Klinger. Got it down low to the post. That's not gonna work all night long, but it worked that time for the Eagles, and they are up 4 now. Orioles in the front court. Nice pass. Oh, look at him make that pass in midair. Now Grayson round low on the 6'10", and he does. Nice touch there by Grayson. Cuts the lead to 2 for the Eagles as they now are in the front court. Gepke now to number 23. That's Terrell Barber, and a nice deflection there by Dumbs. Now Houts. What a look that was. And oh, he couldn't finish. I can't tell you how great a pass that was by Houts. I haven't done very many St. Louis Park boys varsity games, but boy, my goodness, that number 15 is a great player. 15 being Jacob Houts. Couple threes, and that pass right down there was brilliant. And look at the nice layup on the left side there, taken by number 3, Klinger. And the Eagles extend their lead to 4. Now into the front court for the Orioles. Number 21, Anthony Odens. He needs to make up for that missed layup. He's gonna dream about that if things don't go well tonight for the Orioles. Now to the far side, Hoyts, his 3rd 3 of the night, and oh, off the rim, and good defense. They finally got a hand in his face, and it did alter the shot ever so slightly. Now with the ball, number 11, Hansbard. Hansbard now, over to number 23, Barber. Barber to number 50, Gepke. And the shot by Hansbard, and great defense. Dumbs all over him on that one, altering the shot. And now Dumbs with the ball will bring it up. As he crosses the timeline, just under 12 minutes to go here, first half, 14-10. Now Odens, 21, fakes the ball to Hoods, and he tries to drive, and knocking it out of his hands. Good defense there by number 11, Amarion Hansbard, the defense. And we have some substitutions coming in. That is number 2 for the Eagles, Isaiah Suba, and number 14, Habil Farah, 6'4" sophomore. All right, right away, not wasting any time, the officials. And look at that, that was pure luck. And on the break, 2-on-2, and the ball goes out of bounds. Farah couldn't quite get the ball over to Suba. Both just came into the game, but great defense by the Eagles. Was not able to convert. Now into the game there is number 3 for the Eagles, Cole Ewald, a 5'11" guard junior. And we have a timeout on the court. And my goodness, great action here. First half, 11:40 to go. And the Eagles are taking it to the Orioles here on senior night. And I was looking at the walls around here, and they have banners, and it's been a long time since St. Louis Park has done any damage at the state level. The last time they were state champs was 1962, and the last time they were regional champs was 1980. But when I look at their record, they're 17-8. My guess is, and I haven't been covering them as much as the girls, that there's got to be a lot of expectations around here, and as well there should be. They've got a very talented team, but they want to take care of business tonight here at home against an inferior team, at least record-wise. But I think the Eagles, sometimes the records don't matter, and when teams match up well against each other, it just doesn't matter, and these two teams do match up well. All right, now into the front court. Number 1, Howard for the Eagles, or excuse me, for the Orioles. Odens now back to Howard. That's number 4, Bauer. Bauer now down low to Rayson. Rayson now. And that's the matchup. And wow, that kid is a great player with the left hand. Almost like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook. Not exactly a sky hook, but a beautiful shot. And those are not easy to make. As the Orioles cut it to 2, and now we got a turnover. I think he called carrying on number 2, Suba, the reserve that came in a couple minutes ago. So 2 turnovers now by the Eagles. It's gonna give the Orioles a chance here to tie it up. Now in the backcourt, Suba putting a little pressure on Dums, the point guard. Dums now brings it all the way down to the baseline, and his pass ill-advised. Trying to get it over to number 4 for the Eagles, Adam Bauer. A little panic there, I thought, by Dums. Got himself in a little trouble, and rather than just keep his composure, tried to throw it to a place, and no one was there. They're gonna have to eliminate those kind of plays if they're gonna go anywhere in the section tournament. Okay, now, Eagles in the backcourt. Suba, Dums on him. Suba now almost loses it. On the left side to number 1 for Kennedy, that is Dums. Now Suba. To Farah. Over to number 50, Gepke. Dums now. Eagles, oh, he's wide open. Will he take the shot? He does, and it goes off the board and off the rim. Rebound to number 3, Ewald. St. Louis Park now a chance to tie or take the lead here for the first time tonight. Now Ewald, top of the key, over to the right side, and big shot, quick shot taken by Odens. And the rebound to St. Louis Park. They'll get another shot. Nice job there by Adam Bauer getting that rebound. Now Odens again to Ewald. Ewald gives it up. Great motion offense, great rotation, great ball movement as Odens drives the lane looking for his first points, and then he draws the foul. He got hip checked there. Much to the chagrin of the head coach. You can see him there in the gray top. He paces the sideline. Very demonstrative coach there for the Eagles. And to the line will be number 21, Anthony Odens, the senior, looking for his first points of the night and a chance to tie it up here with 9:45 to go, and that first one is good. So far, no fouls on the Orioles. Pretty impressive there as we are now halfway through the first half, and there you see the stats on him. And he converts as he rattles that home, and we're tied now for the first time since the beginning of the game. Now Eagles quickly into the front court, moving that ball very fast. Now to the left side there, that's number 23 for the Eagles, Barber, and ball sharply off the rebound. Not a great shot, and now Ewald now a chance to take the lead here for the first time since early on. Ewald now. Oh, he almost loses it. Farah. And we got an over and back. You can see his foot hit the line. Referee looks at head coach. Yep, when his foot, great camera work there by our crack staff here at St. Louis Park. Looked like, what was that game you play in the living room with the spots on it? He just couldn't quite keep his foot in there. All right, now Eagles in the front court. That is Suba to number 23, Barber. Now down low, and we got a jump ball, possession arrow towards the Eagles, so a turnover, or excuse me, jump ball for the Orioles. Turnover by the Eagles. And Suba is gonna play a one-man team full court press here. I don't know if that's ordered by the coach or he's just doing that on his own. But not a bad idea. Make Ewald work, and oh, you know what? It worked. Big turnover, and what a look down low to number 1, and he does convert. That is Eric Dumbs. Just as I was going to kind of not really criticize it, but my goodness, he knew something. The scouting report was in, and he caused that turnover. And then the pass, and now a foul on number 23 by Eagles, Terrell Barber. But this was impressive right here, forcing Ewald to lose the ball. And he looked like he might have hyperextended his knee too. And he is out of the game on the bench. He was a reserve to begin with, but that was a brilliant defensive play there by number 2, Isaiah Suba, for the Eagles. Now the Orioles down 2 in the front court, and they got their motion offense, and here comes Hoot, and off the boards, rebound to the Orioles. Odens comes in, the short jumper off the mark, rebound to number 14, Farah. Now the Eagles with a 2-point lead, back in business into the front court now. Farah gives it up to Dumbs. Dumbs now to Farah. Farah, we got a foul away from the ball on the Eagles. Offensive foul, that is rare. On number 2, Suba. Not sure what it was, must have been a push as Rayson comes in. You don't want him on the bench very long. He is an outstanding player, that man right there. Number 45 as Odens comes out. And now another pressure here by Suba, and we got the starting point guard in for St. Louis Park, Keyshawn Howard, the 5'8" senior on senior night. Orioles down 2. They are struggling to get control of this game. Boy, I thought he almost dragged his foot as he drives the baseline. Blocking attempt there by number 33, Laronte Mormont, and this is the big time battle, folks. 6'10" versus 6'7". This is like Big Ten basketball stuff. You don't get guys bigger than that anywhere. Rayson now, the lefty at the line, trying to tie it. 7:47 to go here, first half. And boy, that kid is good. I wonder what's going to happen to him next year. I'm curious as to where he's going to play. I'm going to look at his stats here with senior night, looking to see if they plans after graduation. It says college basketball. Well, we know that. I want to know where. And what level of basketball? Big Division I, Division II, or 3? I think any division would want that guy. All right, now into the front court. Suba having a great night here for the Eagles as we're tied at 16 and 7.5 minutes to go here in the front court now. Number 5, big shot off the back of the rim. That was Alex Lawson, the 6'2" senior. Now the Orioles with a chance to take the lead for maybe the first time tonight since early on. And oh, Rayson's pass to the right side. Can't handle it. Now the Eagles, and now there's another turnover. Looking down the court, and nice look. Can he convert? And he does. Nice job there. Great pass. Making that shot, number 13 for the Orioles. Eric Peel, the 5'11" junior. He was on the receiving end of that pass that turned into a turnover, but he redeems himself here with that nice finish here. And he knows he's being chased there, and he does keep his composure and is able to bounce that in. That is not an easy shot, folks. Good job by him. All right, now Suba as a reserve, but boy, he is showing his leadership here for the Eagles. On the right side, that is number 11. Hansbard, and we got a whistle and another foul away from the play, and that I think is going to be the 16th foul. It is, and now the Park is in the bonus, and this is going to be a key stat, folks. 16 fouls for the Eagles, only 1 for the Orioles. That means for the next 6:47, St. Louis Park is going to go to the line, and if I knew that and I was the coach, I would start driving these guys and drawing fouls, go to the line and start to get the lead right now. Now Rayson in there, and he can't finish. Rebound by the 6'10" big guy, Mormont. And now to the front court, and a foul called on number 1 for St. Louis Park. Here's the replay. It comes right up here, and boy, they called a whistle there. No way. I can't believe it. I agree with the facial expression on Keyshawn Howard's face there. Not sure what made the official blow the whistle. Maybe just because he went down to the ground, but that doesn't mean the other player caused it. Okay, right away now, back into the front court for the Eagles. That is number 3, Klinger, to number 1, Dums. Dums now to Klinger. Over to the far side on the wing. That is number 11, Hansbard. He got off to a good start early on with a couple nice shots. This game is going to go down to the wire, I can tell you that right now. Okay, now, number 11, Hansbard. Down low to the 6'10", but before the shot, a whistle. Nullify the shot. Let's see the replay here and where the contact was made. Oh yeah, he got him really good there. Number 13, drawing the foul, Eric Peel. There he is. And now back in the injured player, Ewald, who looked like he sort of hyperextended his knee. Just need to catch his breath, check out his knee, make sure it's okay, and he's back in. Glad he is okay. Now rebound and underneath, and they do call the foul. Who are they going to call it on? Are they going to call it on the big guy, Rayson? Here it is. I don't see the foul there at all. Let's see, right here. No foul there. Nope, I didn't see it. He got all ball. It's hard to make these calls, though, as a referee, I do think. But there's the first free throw attempt by Ty Von Klinger, the 6'2 junior. Short of the rim. Park now up 2. Klinger with the second attempt to try to cut the lead to 1, and oh, off the mark, and a foul on the Eagles, number 5, Alex Lawson, adding insult to injury. Now they're going to bring the ball all the way down the court, and they're going to shoot a 1-and-1, and this is what's going to get the Eagles in trouble here if the Park Orioles can start to convert. As we look at the replay, ill-advised foul for the Eagles. Clock stopped. As I said, I've only done one other Park varsity boys game, and I'm not sure how good of it. That's not good. They got to make those free throws to take advantage of the foul difference here in the first half. They can really do damage at the line here in the first half. Failed to take advantage that time. Now the Eagles in the front court. Down low to number 5. That is Lawson. Back out on top to Klinger. Klinger now with it. That's Duns. And nice anticipation, but unable to convert. Boy, number 13, Peel, but he couldn't hold on to the ball. But boy, great defensive anticipation there. And look at the Orioles. They're coming way out now on the perimeter, and they're going to call travel. Great defense by the Park Orioles there. Applying the pressure, and they're starting to bring their, look at how far they out outside the arc there. They're really putting the pressure on, and they got the pass down low, but look at the matchup there with Rayson, I should say, excuse me. Now Ewald, looks like his knee is okay. Pressure being applied as he brings it up left hand. He's gonna bring it all the way, and he draws contact, no call though. And now the pass down low, and it's gonna go off the Orioles. Number 13, Peel, off his foot. Little rough play there. But great actions, 18-16, and low-scoring game. Last time they played, it was 80-74, and at this pace, they're not going to get anywhere near those numbers. All right, pass underneath by number 11, Hansbard. Now to Klinger. Hansbard now, great out-of-bounds play. His three-point shot from the sideline rattles out, and now Ewald will bring it up, being guarded by Suba. And you can see 2 substitutes ready to come in there for the Eagles here as we are now under 4.5 minutes to go first half. Fast-moving game here in St. Louis Park. ParkTV 16 Sports bringing you all the great action. Now Peel. Peel now. And look at the Eagles are now out on the perimeter. Really, really aggressive defense applied by both teams as Ewald looks back to the coach looking for instructions. He drives the left side, pulls up, shoots way off the mark. In fact, it was an air ball, but they get the rebound anyway. If you call that a rebound, maybe it would be a pass. as Houts tries to drive the lane. His ball off the mark, and the ball goes to the Eagles. Here's that replay. Houts, who really started off well, and now he's missed his last couple shots. Ball didn't quite get off the board like he wanted to, and off Rayson, number 45. He shows a look of disappointment there, and now St. Louis Park's Peel, they're gonna apply a little full court pressure here. Now more players come up. Number 4, Bauer, and nice pass there, inbounds, and here they come, and nice look there, and they burn that press big time. The pass down to number 50, Coffee Gabelki. Makes that 2-point shot, and we're tied at 18, 3:43 to go here. Oden's the senior. St. Louis Park has their work cut out here against the Eagles. Boy, look at that pressure there applied by number 11, Hansbard. Peel now. They have no room to operate. Another turnover and a foul called. I thought they might call travel because he slid on the floor, or did they call a timeout here? Here's the replay. Peel drives, almost carried the ball. Actually, I think he carried the ball almost twice. And then we got the whistle. He puts his arm up and he calls a timeout. I think that was a timeout taken by the head coach for Bloomington. His name is Jamin Cook. And as I mentioned just a few moments ago, the final score on February 5th, 80-74, and we're tied at 18, and we've got 3:25 to go here, first half, as we look at the Kennedy schedule coming up. And there it is, St. Louis Park. We don't have a Chanhassen score, and the Eagles, they are 6-18. The Orioles are 17-8. And throw the record books out tonight, folks. These teams, I wish I knew more of the history here. I don't know what's going on, but boy, you'd think a 6-18 team on the road on a Friday night would have all kinds of problems against the Park Orioles, but that is not the case. Coming out of the timeout here, looks like the starting 5 on the floor for the Orioles. There's Odens, Houts, Bauer, number 23, he's new. That's Deontez Ross, the 6'9" ninth grader. So the bench, they're going to their bench here. Got a freshman on the court, and I don't blame St. Louis Park. They need to shake it up. I'm not sure how many minutes he gets every game, but Orioles are struggling here at home on senior night. Now in the front court, that is Suba, and he's playing very well for the Eagles. Now down low to number 50. That is Beckley. He draws the foul. There's Klinger, and he was open as he came off the screen. Odens was right there to guard him, but there's a big mismatch there, and boy, foul there. I'm not so sure. As Gepke makes the first one, and now the Eagles have a 1-point lead, averaging 4.1 per game. The senior, Coffee, how do you pronounce that? Gekli? I should do a little more homework, figure out those pronunciations, so forgive me if you're a relative or a good friend of him. He's a really nice player down there, number 50, takes up a lot of space, playing very well there for the Eagles. Okay, now Houts drives the lane. Got off to such a great start here, hitting his, I think he hit his first three-pointers. Now Ewald to Houts. Look at the aggressive defense by Suba. They are moving fast. Odens now being guarded by Gepke. Now Houts. Ewald, and he's got a chance here. He drives the lane, doesn't know whistle, and he does get it to go in. My goodness, he threw it up there, and he got the bounce. And we're tied at 20 with 2:23 to go. Defensive struggle here tonight. Down low to Lepke, nice turn, short off the front of the rim. Rebound Odens now. Ewald now brings it up. No pressure by the Kennedy Eagles. Now Houts. They'll set it up. Look how far out they are from the rim there. Now Houts, he'll throw it up there, off the mark. He has lost his touch there from three-point land. Rebound, and the Eagles have it, and we're now under 2 minutes to go here. first half. Suba now into the front court for the Eagles. Orioles also playing very aggressive defense, although now they're packing it in as they weren't doing that a few moments ago. They were way much out farther. Now stepping back a la James Harden, but way off the mark. And, oh, they got a disagreement with the officials as they're communicating with each other. This might be controversial. Let's see here. Let's see what we can see off the mark. So it should be, and then he didn't touch it. It should be Park's ball. Absolutely. Oh, they called a foul? I did not see that. All right, at the line, number 3, I guess, Tyvon Klinger. My goodness, I didn't see a foul anywhere near a foul. Klinger makes it, though, with 1:25 to go. He'll get a second one. Wow, of course, they don't have lines on the game, but if there's an over-under, this game is going way under here. It's a defensive struggle, a lot of turnovers, kind of rough play as both teams now are in the bonus, I should point out. 17 fouls apiece, and wow, Ewald. Odens now drives the baseline wide open. That is Peel. And his ball up the mark, and the Eagles are going to get it out of bounds. Incoming there is number 20 for St. Louis Park, his first time in the game. That is Aaron Ellingson, the 6'1" junior now, going to their bench. As the Eagles here are trying to get the upset, up by 2 here, 1:03 to go. A lot of game left as we're only in the first half, but they are showing up big time here. Suba over to the left side to Hansbard. Hansbard now, let's see if they hold it for a last second shot. That doesn't seem in their DNA though. They're not holding it for anything. Lowering the shoulder and drawing the foul, number 33 for the Eagles. That is Lamont Mormonte, the 6'10", takes it down low and draws contact, and there's the foul call. It'll go against number 20, Aaron Ellingson, who just came to the game. Let's see. And he makes it, and you know, it's really interesting. He's 6'10", there he is, his stats, Laurente Mormont, and he's a lefty, and the other big guy for St. Louis Park, he's also a lefty. Shot number 2 here for a 4-point lead, and off the front of the limb, Ewald with the defensive rebound, and he'll bring it up. Suba applying token pressure as he crosses the line. Now Houts, or excuse me, that's Peel. Now to Ellingson, to Odens. Ewald, great rotation there. It's got to end up in points. Houts, really moving the ball well. Well-oiled machine here. Ewald, though, look at the pressure by Suba. Peel, great defense by the Kennedy Eagles. 14 seconds to go, and they are not anywhere near that net. Is Ewald even aware of the clock? Now I think he is, as he tries to drive. He almost lost it there. Running out of time, takes the shot and makes it. Unbelievable. Ewald, my goodness. And we got the end of the clock, and that will end the first half. Our score, 23-22. We've got ourselves a contest here, folks. As we look at the replay, look at that shot. The turnaround jumper with Suba all over him. Come on back for the second half.
If I say heads up, what does that mean to you? It means be aware, be alert. Be prepared to prevent something bad from happening, like a concussion. Most concussions are preventable if you make the effort. Wear a helmet when you bike, wear a seatbelt when you're in the car, and always be aware and be safe. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. You want to prevent a concussion? It's time to be heads up.
Welcome back to St. Louis Park High School and ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We are bringing you the final home game senior night for the St. Louis Park Eagles, and look at your halftime score there. That is not a mistake. Bloomington Kennedy Eagles coming in with a record of 6-18, and they have a 1-point lead against the St. Louis Park Orioles, who come in 17-8. And look at how low those scores are. As I mentioned before, and if you're just joining us, their game prior to this one at Kennedy was 80-74. Orioles winning, but now they find themselves down 1 point in a very low-scoring game, and now we're underway here. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us as the Eagles started off here, and that is number 11 for the Eagles. That is Asperon, and now number 50, down low pass. Great defense there by Rayson, the big 6'7" senior center. Eagles still with possession as Klinger gets it over to number 11, Hansbard. Hansbard now to the right side, now down low, but far off the block, and nice look, wide open at the free throw line, the 6'10", Laurente Mormont. Gives the Eagles first blood here in the second half, and they are up by 3, 25-22, and they have an upset-minded team here tonight as Odins, the senior, finally gets one to go down here. There he is, as he answers to tie it from three-point land, and 17 minutes to go, 1 minute in the second half. A nice defensive play there by number 33. Paris Johnson Jr., and where have we seen him all night? You know, the one game I did for them, he really hurt his knee. I'm glad to see he is back. It looked bad, and I think he's still probably favoring it, which might be he's not getting many minutes, but he is one heck of a player. Now to the right side for the Eagles in the front court, tied here at 25. There's Lamont, now he gives it up. And the jump shot taken by number 23, Terrell Barber, off the mark. Now to the front court quickly. And the down low bounce pass blocked. Odins tried to get it. Now Houts at the top of the key. Quickly though on defense is Barber. Now low to Rayson. Rayson on the block. Going against 6'7" versus 6'10". Off the mark. Rebound. Great rebound there by Belke. Now to the front court, number 23. That is Barber. This is a great game, folks, if you're just joining us. Great camera angles. Great game. Defensive struggle on the left side in the wing, on the wing there. That is Hansbard being guarded by number 1 for St. Louis Park, Howard. Now the turnover, and Howard brings it all the way, and he converts it. He draws the foul. I'm not sure there was contact from my angle, but he got the call, and there he is, the senior. Taken over there, great defense there. That is all ball, able to control it, and he is off to the races. Chase there, and oh, he might have got him on the elbow right from the, it's kind of hard to tell from our angle, but I will take their word for it. And nice job there by the senior, Keyshawn Howard. And it's gonna take the seniors here for the Orioles to take control here on senior night. You don't want to give the 6-18 Eagles any thought, and he does not convert on the three-point play, and that's gonna hurt. Just gives momentum to the Eagles. Okay, on the right side, great defense by Odins, almost got the ball. Now to the left side to Suba for the Eagles. Looking down low, decides to keep it. Over to the right side to Hansbard. Hansbard to Suba, wide open three-point shot off the back of the rim. Rebound, Rayson. Now Odins, no pressure by the Eagles as he brings it across the timeline. Now to Rayson, over to the left side to Paris Johnson. Let's see what he can do. Yeah, you can tell he's hobbled just a little bit. And he stops, pops off the back of the rim, and now down hard goes number 4 for the Orioles, Adam Bauer, the senior. He does get up, but that could have been bad. There's Paris. Off the back of the rim, goes up, and oh, you know what? He did cut him out. That is not a good foul. Suba going, what? No, he cut him out. That could have been a flagrant foul. I don't know what the rules are at high school level, but he did try to undercut him, and that is super dangerous. Not a good thing. All right, though, but he got away with it. Now in the front court, shot, air ball, rebound underneath by 33. That is Mormont, the 6'10". Now on the far side, Hansbard, bounce pass under low, knocked away by Odins, 21. Orioles will retain possession as we have a substitution as Rayson looks like he's favoring his right leg or thigh there. Boy, that could be really, really problematic for the Orioles if he is going to be out for an extended period of time. That's going to mean that Lamonte Mormont, the 6'10", could have his way. Let's see if the Eagles can take advantage. And they go right to Mormont as he gives it up to the right side. Nice ball rotation. Over to Klinger now, almost intercepted by Paris. Showing some quickness there despite the knee injury. He's favoring it ever so slightly. You can't really tell, but just a little bit. All right, now Paris will guard the inbounds pass by Klinger. Klinger now looking for someone now down low in the corner. That's Hansbard, and he draws the foul by number 1. Or is that away from the play? It is away from the play. Our camera people caught it more than I did. That's going to be a foul on number 20. Ellingson. Let's see here. Replay. All right, we're back underway. Klinger. There's the replay. Let's see. Play underway now. Okay, 25-21 Eagles with a, no, 27-25. 2-point lead by the Orioles. Now, Klinger from three-point land. Paris in his face. Alters the shot. Rebound by number 50, Beckley. Foul on the Orioles. Oden, 21 there. Here's that replay off the rim. Oden. Boy, I don't think there's any, well, boy, I went to call it. You know, the referee is like blocked from that. I don't know why he's blowing his whistle there, quite honestly. Just did not have an angle to see anything. Nothing. That's just the worst angle ever. Okay, now, Orioles in the front court off the miss by the Eagles. Cross court to Odens now as he backs it up. Over to the right side, 33, Paris. I'm so glad he's in the game. He's such a dynamic player. So much fun to watch. Stops, pops, shoots off the mark, and he hits the floor. Don't know if he's pushed. Now 3-point shot made by Keyshawn Howard, the 5'8" senior. Gives the Orioles their biggest lead of the game. 5 points as they apply the pressure. And there's Parrish. You can really see the difference there in his gait, the way he walks and runs. Still recovering. I'm not sure what that knee injury was. And now we have a whistle underneath. Here's that play on the rebound, and look at Keyshawn Howard drills the 3, and St. Louis Park has an opportunity here with just under 13 and a half minutes to go to pull away. And the inbounds pass, that's gonna be a turnover and a chance for the Orioles to really start to take over here. Inbounds pass by Odin Suba, applying solo man pressure on Howard. And Suba, really good defensive player. He's very quick, and so is Howard. And now Howard, he gives it up in a timeout. Well taken there by Coach Dave Breitenbucher. Really smart timeout there. He knows this is a critical time in the game. They're up by 5, and they don't want to give a turnover here. If they can score here and take a 7-point lead, that could begin to be the backbreaker against the Eagles as we look at the upcoming schedule. And there is no upcoming schedule. This is the final game, but we can look at their record as they have been pretty much on a run here. Only 2 losses in their last 7 matches. As we go into the sections, I'm not sure what the standings are for St. Louis Park, but this is, I think, their best season in a long time, coming in here tonight at 17-8. That's a great record by any school standards. I really like that timeout taken by head coach Dave Breitenbucher. Really, really smart, especially if they convert. This is a big, big trip down the floor here for the Orioles in my estimation. All right, now Bauer, and he did travel. Ooh, a costly turnover. Breitenbucher did not like that. Hands in the pockets. Yeah, and just, I don't know, that was just ugly. Boy, they really he took a timeout for that not to happen. And now Kennedy here with a chance to make him pay. If they can get a 2-point shot, they're gonna feel emboldened by that on the road on senior night. And now they give it away again. Chance now, all's forgotten with that turnover if you're Coach Breitenbucher. All right, now to the right side, Odens now, cross the lane, gives it up, driving, Bauer, blocked big time by the 6'10" Mormont. And now another turnover, this time by Bowers. He redeems himself with a turnover, and he gives it up to Howard, who lays it in. And now it is a 7-point lead. 12 and a half minutes to go here. And now you get the sense that the Orioles can start to take over if they can get a stop this time down the court. Down low to 6'10". That's who I'd give it to. And Raymond's back in the game. The three-point shot. Oh, rims in and out. Rebound, though, goes to the Eagles. And we got a whistle and a foul going to be on Odens, and he does not agree with that call. He pounds the ball, flips it over to the ref. Not happy. Let's see if he has a reason to be. Look at Bauer just pickpocketing Suba. And then the nice look below to Howard, and he just gets that ball to go in. He looked for the foul, and he didn't get it. Eagles, though, not going away easily. Substitution in for them. That's Eric Dums. He's a starter. And they're going to get it into their big guy, 6'10" Mormont. Nice ball rotation. Here's the play to Dums, and it goes off the mark. Rebound to Odens. And now a chance for the Orioles to extend their big lead here at 7. Critical juncture as we're now at the 12-minute mark to go here. Second half, Odens now down low to Raymond, and Mormont bats it away. My goodness, 14 fouls for the Orioles, just 2 to the Eagles as Ewald now comes in. You're watching early in the first half, he tweaked his knee, got hyperextended there, a little awkward play, but he seems to be okay. He does have issues with turnovers. We'll see if Subak causes him problems as he brings up the ball. All right, now Ewald turns, gives it up to Howard. Howard drives the lane, nice bounce pass to Raymond Grayson. And now it is a 9-point lead. And the Orioles record at 17-8 is starting to show up here, now down low. And nice move there by Mormont, and he can't finish, but he gets his own rebound and he puts it back in. That is a big-time play there by Mormont, getting his own rebound, and he knew it too. That is huge for Kennedy. 34-27 now, into the front court for the Orioles. To the right side, that is Bauer. Now Ewald, to the left side to Howard. Now Paris. Paris down low to Raymond, double teamed on the baseline. He splits the defense, draws the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. 11:03 to go. Foul on number 14, Habil Farah. Look at this action, and this is just pure effort here. Great shot, doesn't make it go, gets the rebound and puts it right back up. That is impressive. I'm a college scout. I love seeing that. Nice free throw there by Rayson. This game is going to get good, folks. It already is good. Keep watching as Rayson drills it, and now it's a 9-point lead, and we got a whistle. And number 33, Mormont's going to come out. I bet he's not out long. He's going out 11:03. Let's see when he comes back in. It's not going to be long, I'll guarantee you that. Now, full court press by the Eagles. They know they got to do something, down by 9. Or excuse me, the Orioles are putting the pressure on there. They want to just end this game early. I don't blame them on senior night. They don't want to keep the Eagles hanging around. Ooh, almost took the shot, stops, goes to the left side, off the mark, and Bauer with the rebound, and now Howard. Howard brings it up, splits the defense, brings it all the way in, off the boards. Boy, ill-advised shot there, up by 9. They should take their time just a little bit. Now down low, great defense by Bauer off his foot. That draws the whistle. Possession will remain with the Eagles. Still high intensity here at St. Louis Park High School. We are ParkTV 16 Sports, and a big interception and a turnover by Bauer. Now to the front court comes Paris. He's going to take it all the way. He misses doing that, I'll guarantee you. Off the mark, he got blocked, and nice job. Oh, he called the travel. Habil Farah had a great defensive play, and he just got away from himself, and he traveled. Both referees were right on the call. Now into the match here, is sitting down is Bauer, number 4 for St. Louis Park. And there's the replay. Yeah, that's a travel all day long. And now we got a foul on the court. And going to the line for the Orioles is going to be their big guy, the 6'7" senior, Anthony Rayson. Trying to get a double-digit lead here with 10:16 to go. Second half, and he does. He rattles it off the board and back in, off the rim, off the board and in. 10-point lead by the Orioles, the largest of the night. Good shot this time off the rim. Boy, struggling with the rebound, but getting it after all is Coffee Beckley. Now Subban in the front court. Eagles got to get hot here if they want to stay in this match. Otherwise, they are going to get slowly not be in it anymore here with 10 minutes to go, or just under 10 to go. Now underneath, and Beckley can't get it. Rayson gets the rebound, and now they got a chance to extend their 10-point lead as Howard brings it to the front court. Over to Paris. He quickly shoots. Rims out. Great defense there by Farah on the near side. And now the Eagles. Boy, quick shots there with 10 points to go. You kind of want to take your time here, especially considering how well the Eagles are playing. Now below there, blocked there by Paris Johnson. Paris Johnson Jr., nice play there. Despite being hobbled by that previous knee injury, watch this block on the 6'3" senior. Yeah, get out of here, he says. All right, Suba now. He's a good point guard for the Eagles. He and Howard going after each other. It's really fun, and now we got a foul away from the play. 5th team foul now on Park. It's gonna be called on number 15, Jacob Houts. His first personal, 5th team. 4 team fouls on Kennedy, so neither team in the bonus quite yet. And another quick whistle, and we got a timeout. Oh, that was a turnover on the Eagles, or by the Eagles, the right preposition. And now they've got full court press. Ewald now with it. He struggled a couple times in the first half. And you can see the student section, they're all standing. Some of them are in Hawaiian outfits, a little theme in the student section on senior night. And they sense the importance of this game. And now we got a turnover and a traveling call on Paris Johnson Jr. Boy, I feel bad for that kid. That knee injury, I don't remember exactly how it happened. I just remember it happening, and it was a scary situation. I'm just glad to see he's on the court. Now on the break, and he cannot convert, is Beckley. Too bad. Great bounce pass on the break by Suba, and that's going to cost the Eagles here. They got to make those shots with their record on the road. And now we got a foul on Beckley again, and that's just frustration for missing that free throw, or that easy layup right there. Yeah, that's tough. He's still thinking about that missed layup, I'll guarantee you. 37-27 here, 8:51 to go. Throw in now, 5 team fouls apiece. Ewald on the far side, drives, and he's blocked by, what is that call? Huh, possession will stay with the Orioles. Thought they blocked it out of bounds. Nevertheless, the Orioles retain possession. Now down low, Rayson being guarded by the 6'3" Becky off the side of the rim. Great defense by number 50. Outlet pass, and able to keep it there. And coming in, oh, they call the charge. I don't know about that. He was out of control, Terrell Barber, and that's probably why he drew it. But did the other guy did the Oriole have position? Yeah, he did. Great call. Great call. Really good call. 37-27, Orioles now in the backcourt throwing it in, and we've got 3 defensive players for the Eagles applying pressure. 8.5 minutes to go here, second half. Ewald now being guarded by Dums, and we got a whistle, and they're gonna call something on the head coach here. Jameen Cook, the official, they're talking to him. I don't know if he's gonna tee him up, or is he just warning him? I think it was just a warning. I didn't see the tee go up, but there's the coach, and he got warned, and I'm not sure what he said. He's shaking his head. The official didn't like it. Of course, we didn't hear what it was, so we can't make any opinion on it. Meanwhile, in the front court, Howard now for the Orioles. to Ewald. 10-point lead for the Orioles. We've been stuck at 37-27 for a while as we approach the 8-minute mark to go here in the game. Paris Johnson Jr. getting extended minutes here in the second half when he didn't see any, and there he is. Jr. drives from the outside, off the mark, but he gets the race on. Race on can't make it. Johnson, what a rebound by the kid. And it goes off the rim. Boy, the crowd was pulling for him. Everyone here knows he had that knee injury. I can feel it, and they wanted that to go in. That was a heck of an effort, and now we got a whistle and a timeout by Kennedy's head coach, Jameen Cook. 7:40 to go. And this is the witching hour as we look at the regular season conference. Look at Chaska there. I grew up in Shakopee, and Chaska was a great team back in 1983 when I graduated. Big rivalry there, and they are still good at 20-5 overall. But right behind them is St. Louis Park. It would be fun if those two teams could match in the section final. Maybe ParkTV 16 Sports will be there to bring it. That would be fun, wouldn't it? You'll have Bruce back for that game, I guarantee you, and that would be a fun one. 11-2 versus 12-1. Look at that. But for that to happen, the Orioles need to take care of business here at home on senior night. Just from their own psychology, their own psyche, they've got to clean out this game and close it out. All right, now there's the buzzer ending the timeout. Let's see who's on the court. Paris Johnson Jr., he's been playing the whole second half. The assistant coach out instructing them. Last minute words. Ewald, Howard, number 13 Peel, and of course the 6'7" superstar senior forward, 45 Rayson. And not in the game, noticeably, is the 6'10" Laurente Mormont for the Eagles. I don't know why he's on the bench at all. Just down 10 here with the game coming down to the end, 7.5 to go. That is confusing to me big time, unless he's hurt, but I didn't see any injuries. The shot bounces in for Hansbard, keeping the Eagles now down 7. Driving is Johnson, and he does. He switches from the right hand to the left hand, and there you see the talent of Paris Johnson Jr. Really maybe the most exciting player on the court. Okay, into the front court now. Beckby over to the far side. Ewald on defense. Nice job by him guarding Suba. Over to the left side to Hansbard. Being guarded by Howard. Howard putting the pressure on, forcing him farther out from the basket. Great job by him. Now far up. Far out of the right side. Hansbard. Oh, blocked. Great defense by Howard. And that's not over and back, folks, because it was touched by the Orioles. We got a timeout. No, what's the call here? Foul on number 11. Let's see the replay. Hansbard, blocked by Howard, goes into the backcourt. Suba picks it up. Now he brings it up, and oh, that's going to be a foul on Ewald as he crashed into number, really, what is that now? All right, that's Jameen Cook. I'm not even sure what that call was. They called the foul on number 11 for the Eagles? I am confused by that. And it's easy to confuse me, but I'm confused by that. Meanwhile, the Orioles now in the front court. Peel and Farah coming way out as Peel burns him, drives, gives it up to Rayson, and we got a charge call on Peel as he dished the ball. His body was out of control. Let's look at the replay. Look at this great camera work. Yeah, oh, he crashed in to Becky. Great call by the official. Probably their best call of the night, because that's an easy one to miss if you're keeping your eye on the ball after the pass. But that official on the baseline saw him crash into it, so a break there for the Kennedy Eagles as the Orioles have full court pressure, but they break it easily as Suba brings it up, brings it across the timeline there. Now down low. Now the 6'10" Mormont's in the game, and he does make two. I thought he was out way too long, but he cuts the lead to 7. 5:51 to go here, second half. Now on the left side, Ewald. Ewald trying to look down to Rayson. Great defense there by Suba, keeping that ball far from the basket. Now Ewald. Suba. Now down low, Mormont against Rayson, and Mormont wins that battle. He gets the rebound, and now we got a break here for Eagles. 2-on-3, and Suba splits the defense, and he cannot finish. That's gonna kill them. That is awful, terrible situation. And Ferris Johnson Jr. Boy, I think he got a little lucky, but that one went in. That is a tough shot to make on the fly that far out. But it went down, and now it's a 9-point lead. And now we got a push by Rayson. Yeah, he did. From my angle, which is not the best, which is right where your camera angle is. Look at Paris Johnson Jr. come in here. Uses his body to shield Klinger, and that's what was brilliant about Paris Johnson Jr., how he turned his hips to protect the ball. That actually, you know what, that was not luck. That was a great, great, great play. As you see Coach Brighton Booker working the referee. Nice job by him, making his points. And now, just as Mormont is about to shoot the free throw, down 9, 5:06 to go. The lefty needs to make these if you're an Eagles fan, and he does get it to go. Both teams now, folks, are in the bonus, 17 fouls apiece. That means any fouls. You look at Jameen Cook. I think both coaches are doing an excellent job here tonight. Cook with the smile there. He's not out of control in any form or fashion. He's doing his job. He's talking to the refs. As you just saw, Coach Brighton Booker doing the same thing. Both teams doing very well. I think both teams are really well coached. Clearly, the Orioles have more talent, which is why they have the lead. But boy, the Eagles are really, really fighting hard here. East side of Bloomington being represented very, very well up here in St. Louis Park. And now Suba with the turnover. And if they can score here, they're going to be emboldened. Let me tell you what, with 4:45 to go, oh, he wanted to take that three. He did. Hanspard, if he had made that, the bench would have exploded over there on the right side. Now Klinger to the left side to Hanspard. This is a big trip down the court, in my opinion. Suba now being guarded by Howard, and Paris Johnson. Here he comes down the thing. Will he convert? He does with the dunk. Wow, what a play. Paris Johnson Jr. with the bad knee and all, gets the steal, and he finishes. That is the highlight of the night, folks, and that is going to be a dagger in the Eagles. And we got a timeout, and you got to take it, and he is disappointed. Jameen Cook, you saw him slap his hands, but watch this play. Paris Johnson Jr. I would get a clip from ParkTV 16 Sports. Look at him go right up there. That's got to feel good for that kid after that injury. Really fun stuff here, and that gives the Orioles a 9-point lead with 4:07 to go. Eagles are not out of it. Jameen Cook. You know, his team is playing so well. They just have missed converting. They've done everything right on some plays, but at least 3, 4, maybe 5 times they've had great plays and they wide open layups and just have unable to finish. If they had finished those shots, they'd be tied up here with the Orioles, but they are still in it with 4:07 to go. The 3-point shot and how hard they're playing. Don't turn away from this game. Don't click it off on your computers. Keep watching our HD TV, high quality sports production here. Best in the Twin Cities here. All right, now let's go. And we're at 4 minutes to go here. And the Eagles, they've got to score this time down. They get it to the 6-10. Now outside to Hanspard, off the mark. Rebound by Odens. Look at that big wingspan by Odens. Just bringing that ball in, and that is a big miss there by the Eagles. 3:45 to go. Houts now, and we got a whistle away from the ball. I'm not sure what that was for. I have no clue. What I do know is that the Eagles have it, and they're still just down 9 with 3.5. Orioles are not out of the woods yet, and this Eagles team, they have a fighting spirit big time. Now Klinger Suba down low to Mormont, the 6'10" on Racing. Gives it up and saving it. Now back down to Mormont. He's got to go to the basket here. And he gets it in the foul. That's exactly what he did. He is working hard. There's Racing. This is the battle of Titans, folks. Look at Mormont getting that ball, showing great athleticism, keeping his balance. Racing, nothing he can do. Mormont converts this. They're just going to be down by 6, and it's going to be a 2-possession game with 3:15 to go. And he gets it to go, and he looks a little tired. That's a heck of a 3-point sequence. Down 6 now. Oh, almost a steal there by Kennedy. They are not going away. Here comes Paris Johnson and his talent, and he draws the foul on Mormont, number 33, and he'll go to the line. That'll be a 2-shot shooting foul. Paris Johnson, he is getting confidence, and he's getting confidence in that knee, that left knee. And that's what it takes, you know, when you get a knee injury. I've never had one, but you can just tell what it would feel like if you hurt your knee badly. You know, you don't want to hurt it again, and it takes a while to get confidence, yeah, and that might show up on the free throws. Frustration being expressed there by Johnson Jr. What a great name, Paris Johnson Jr. And there he goes, makes that second one. Makes it a 3-possession game, so that could be a critical free throw down the line. Now Mormont draws the foul with no whistle, and he does deliver as Ellingson goes down. I thought there could have been a foul there, but no call. 5-point difference, 2:53 to go. Hang on to your seats here, folks. This game is going down to the wire. Here comes Paris Johnson Jr. He drives, no call, and a block, and Mormont couldn't control the ball in the corner. Down low, Mormont. Oh, I thought he got hammered on the right side on the wrist there. Great camera work by our staff here. Now St. Louis Park. Actually, Mormont couldn't hold it in. They got the ball. Now down low to Howard. Triple team. And we got a whistle. And did Coach Brighton Booker call timeout? I think he did. Yeah, he did. So we're going to take a timeout here. There's 5-point difference here, 2:37 to go. This game is still in the balance. And this is a fun game, folks. Look at the Orioles there. Kennedy Eagles giving them everything they want. Trying to imagine what I'd be saying if I was the St. Louis Park coach, Brighton Booker. I would say, look, no more turnovers. Play within yourself. Encourage them, say they're doing great. And if you're an Eagles coach, I would be saying to them the same thing, like, hey, we're just down 5 here, guys. Plenty of time left, keep it going. And they are throwing a scare here at the Orioles, believe me. And I would just keep encouraging them, like, hey, you got this, keep going. All right, coming out of the timeout here. Student section, they've been standing the whole second half. As I mentioned earlier, this might be the best season St. Louis Park boys varsity's been having in quite some time. I don't know their history, but it feels that way. All right, now underneath, throwing it in will be Howard. Man-to-man defense by the Eagles. Into Houts, over to Ellingson, down to Paris Johnson Jr. Back to Houts. He was hot early, but we haven't heard from him much. Let's see the turnaround jump shot. And he delivers when he most needed it. Nice turnaround jump shot. Beautiful, well-balanced, and critical time in the game. 7-point lead. Now Hanspard, blocked by Johnson Jr., and he got fouled, got hit across the face by Hanspard, and that might be the dagger tonight. Look at Paris Johnson Jr. You can see his confidence grow tonight, folks. Look at him from 5 feet away, get that, and then he got slapped across the face. It was inadvertent, but it's still a foul. And he'll go to the line. I don't know if he's been playing in the last few games. I'm not sure if this is his debut after the knee surgery or whatever it was wrong with his knee, but boy, certainly he has been playing, producer Paul Broden tells me, but he didn't play in the first half, only in the second. But boy, he is just, misses the free throw. That's gonna give confidence to the Eagles. They come down on the break and hands far. Oh, they finally get their layup to go. And now they're just down 5 and we still got 2 minutes to go. Now 2-on-1 break to Johnson to Ellingson with the left hand. And he breaks them. 7-point lead, just under 2 to go. Suba quickly into the front court. Boy, they're fast, both teams. Oh, and there's Paris Johnson just causing all kinds of trouble. Howard, though, with the layup. Paris Johnson Jr. having his way on defense tonight here late in the game. My goodness, that is fun to watch. Okay, now into the front court to the left side. Suba from three-point land, can't get it to go. Johnson with the junior. Boy, he is becoming the star of the game here, folks. Here comes Odens over to the right side. Now Johnson Jr., and he still has it, no call, puts the shot up off the back of the rim. Gets his own rebound, gives it over to Odens, now to Howard. And we got a timeout by St. Louis Park coach with 1:12 to go and a 9-point lead. And that might just do it here. Although a 3-possession game with the 3-point shot, it's not over, so keep watching. This is an exciting game. If you want to see anything about the city of St. Louis Park, you can like them on Facebook. And also go to ParkTV16.org and watch this broadcast and broadcast all this year and all the sports that they bring you. No harder working TV production, suburban TV crew than this one right here. Best camera angles, best producer, best sports in the metro area. And this game is not an exception. As you look at the student section in St. Louis Park, they've been standing all night long. This is a fun team to watch. Keep tuning in to Park TV 16 online, or you can find them on YouTube. There's some Division I talent on this floor, folks. All right, now after the timeout, 1:12 to go. Orioles inbound in the backcourt to Howard, being guarded closely by Hansbard. Eagles looking for a turnover. Now back out to Howard, and they're gonna try to burn some time. 1 minute to go. Howard now being guarded by Hansbard. Down to Race on the give and go, and the turnover for the Eagles. Big mistake there by the Orioles. Oh, and the dish pass intended for the 6'10 Mormont. Race on there. There he is, hustling down the floor to intercept that. Here was the break, and Rayson playing great defense. Boy, he is really good to watch. It's gonna be fun to see where he shows up after his senior year. I'm gonna look for him, I'll guarantee you that, wherever he's gonna play. Now Odens, back to Howard, turnover by the Eagles. 9-point difference. Howard splits the defense deftly there. Nice job, Odens now. They're gonna have to start fouling, and there it is. Suba will draw the foul, and it'll be a 1-and-1 with 34.9 seconds to go and a 9-point lead, and a chance for the senior Anthony Odens, 6'3" forward. And off the rim, so it's still a 3-possession game. It's not out of the question if he doesn't convert this. He makes this one, then it's a 4-possession game. So this is a big free throw if they want to put the nail in the coffin on the Kennedy Eagles right here. And the senior delivers. Inbounds pass, token pressure in the backcourt. Suba drives all the way and off the mark. Rebound to Odens, and he draws the foul, or was he out of bounds? Looks like it was batted out of bounds by Kennedy. Odens with the throw into Howard. Howard over to Houts, and he draws the foul by Klinger. Largest lead with 23.4 seconds to go, and I think that's gonna be turn out the lights. I'm not gonna sing like Dandy Don Meredith from Monday Night Football in the 70s, But I do think it is turn out the lights time, and if Danny Don Meredith were with me tonight, he'd be singing. That last sequence as Ray Son comes out, his last home game, and a big hug from his coach. Dave Breitenbucher also coming out as number 1 there. Howard, Keyshawn Howard, 2 seniors. They got it done tonight. It wasn't easy. Boy, the Kennedy Eagles just came in here and gave them everything and more that they wanted. What a great matchup here tonight. What a great game. Now Odin's coming out, getting a nice deserved hug from Brutenbacher. Now into the game, number 12 for St. Louis Park. Jacob Holm, sophomore, 6'1". Now coming out, Adam Bauer, another senior, and a hug, and Houds, who really got him off to a good start. Another hug, lots of love on the sideline there. Into the match, number 11, that's Blake Anderson, the freshman, 6'2". Now Kennedy in the front court, Hansbard shoots the 3 off the mark. His players go flying, and we got a whistle. Not sure what the violation was there, but it's a turnover. 12-point lead, 16.3 seconds to go. And the student section singing the goodbye song. Kennedy, though, still in the full court press, and they've also had some substitutions here. I see number into the game there, number 22 for Kennedy is Dixon Owasu. He is a junior, 5'8". Sitting down there is Klinger. And these Eagles, I am very impressed with Bloomington Kennedy. I like their team. I really do. They were fun to watch tonight. Well coached by their coach there. Just a great matchup. They gave St. Louis Park everything they wanted. They don't want to face these guys in the sections, I'll guarantee you. Because Kennedy, if a few breaks went their way, this outcome could have been different. Whistle now, and coming down to the 1-1 is Ellingson. He'll shoot 1-1. Here's the bench of St. Louis Park, all smiles. Aaron Ellingson makes the first one. And this is going to be a double-digit victory here for the Orioles. But let me tell you, this game was much closer than that. A lot of good energy here as he gets that one to go. And now more substitutions for St. Louis Park. Into the game, number 31. See if I can get a name on him. Yeah, that's Amir Ali, junior, 6'1", also into the match, guarding Suba. Is number 2, that is Samuel Ruff, a junior 5'8" guard. In for the Orioles here, 3 seconds to go. Down low, shot from Kennedy, off the mark as the buzzer goes. And that is the end of the game. Your final score from St. Louis Park, 55-41. St. Louis Park goes to 18-8. They're going on to the sections. They'll have the number 2 seed, Chaskell number 1. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with ParkTV 16 Sports, I'm Robert Christensen. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.